Today is 826 day to come here to lessons. So I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'm going to speak about hunger. Are you hungry to achieve results that you're looking for? Are you hungry? I was thinking, why is it so important to be hungry? Because when I was looking into a lot of different kind of business owners and people who are very, very successful, achieve massive success, massive results, and I ask, like, what is that criteria that you look in your teammates? What is that they are looking for? And what they said is hunger. Hunger sometimes is the number one thing that they're looking for. Because you potentially could have no skill, no experience, but if you have hunger, you will be able to build everything. That's why sometimes a person could have all the experience, all the knowledge, but they're not hungry for achieving success. They are not hungry for results. They will be outperformed by a person who do not have any experience, no skill set, but they have a hunger to pursue things. So that means we always need to make sure that we always looking how to become more hungry, more looking forward to achieve great results. Because a lot of times people are very hungry. They have a massive results. I want to reach, like, start making $100,000 a month, and they started making like 30, 40, 50K a month, and then they slow down. They don't have the putting that effort anymore. They're not the hungriest anymore. They snacked a little bit because they used to make like 5K a month. Now they're making 30K a month, and because now they living much more comfortable, they forgot what's their dream. They forgot what they were hungry about, and that means we need to work very hard and not forget that. We need to be hungry. We need to be hungry for success. We need to be hungry for results if that's what you want, and not allow anything to reduce our hunger. So today we'll share 10 things that really reduces hunger and that slows down of our results, because hunger equals results. So number one is that lack of clarity or direction. So that means that we need to really look into reevaluate our vision, our goals. Where are we going? If what our actions are aligning with what we do, because when you do not have clarity, hunger disappears. How you can be hungry for the things that you do not know what you're trying to achieve? So that means if you do not know what you're trying to achieve, how are you supposed to be hungry about something? Like, I'm very, very hungry, but I just don't know what. That's why, like, a lot of times people are always thinking that people thinking about food is exactly the same way. Like, I'm hungry, but maybe I want pizza, maybe pasta, maybe a soup, maybe ramen, maybe this one, and they don't go to eat because they still choosing where they want to go. Exactly the same with results with success. When you are hungry for success, you're still choosing, should I pursue this business? Should I pursue career? Should I pursue freelancing? Should I pursue investing? No, you need to be hungry and pursue something. And of course, if you after a while you understand, okay, this is not what I'm looking for, pivot, but you need to take action, to have that direction. Number two is burnout and overwhelm. So this is quite easy to fix. That means that learn how to take care of yourself. It's simple, but it's not easy. Simple, not easy. That means learning how to take breaks, learning how to execute on self-care and well-being, mentally, emotionally, physically. Those are essential, because sooner or later your body, your mental state, or emotions will break down and will not be able to perform at the highest if you will not invest time into that. Very, very important. And of course, when you burn out, you're not able to be hungry. Number three is a lack of progress or visible results. A lack of progress or visible results. Now, we are hungry for results. But when you put that one goal, one result, that massive result, for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, what you're trying to achieve, that means that we're working for potentially 1 year and don't get any result whatsoever. And hunger will disappear. That means what we need to do is to make sure that we break that massive goal into smaller goals, smaller results, that we have something to grab, some kind of snacks that you don't starve to death. Because it could be, if you don't get any snack whatsoever, your goal, your aspiration, your result might be will starve to death. So then we need to have that massive goal and small achievements. The small achievements will allow you to be even more hungry. So now you reach that small achievement, small progress, small result, and now you know that this is exactly what I want. This is the taste, how I want to taste my success, my result, and you pursue even more. Number four is external pressure and expectations. So that means that it might be that you are looking at other people and they expect something out of you, and those expectations are reducing your hunger. And because maybe you are doing what other people want to do, So it means if you do what other people do, of course, you will not have the highest hunger, the highest, and will not be as hungry. So that means we need to be able to learn how to put boundaries in place and focus on what we want to pursue, what we want to achieve, and of course, working towards that. Boundaries is essential in achieving and getting results. Without boundaries, I think it is almost impossible to get really massive results. So we need to learn how to say yes, how to say no, and how to delay things or how to delay things that other people want to do today. Number 5 is fear of failure. Being hungry is a part of really having the mindset in place, a right mindset in place. Because fear of failure is something that's if you have a fear of failure, that means that you didn't work on the mindset enough yet. Because when you have the mindset and positive mindset, you understand that success and failure is always working together, always working together. That means that if you're afraid of failure, you're afraid of success. But the number one thing that I think that we're supposed to be afraid of is regret. Because there's success, failure on one side, and regret is the other side. So that means it doesn't matter you will have success or failure, you will never have regret. Because you did your best. But if you didn't do your best, that means that you will have regret because you're not able to have success or failure and regret at the same time. Number 6 is a lack of passion or emotion or an interest. That means that you're working on something, but you lose really emotions. You're just doing because you need to. So that means that sometimes you need to ask, like, do I really care about what I'm doing? Maybe I need to change something. And what I need to change. Now, I understand that sometimes when you start something new, the passion will not kick in right away. So you need to work until you start becoming good at it. But at the same time, if you worked for years and years and years and you're losing passion, why are you losing passion? And then, of course, losing obsession. Because if you're losing it, you need to understand why you're losing it. And maybe this is the path that you're pursuing is not the path that you will love to pursue. And when you understand that, of course, you're able to change something. Number 7 is unhealthy comparison with others. So people lose hunger because they compare themselves with other people. And one of the biggest things is that a lot of times people, and including myself, we compare ourselves, our first 10 step with someone else's 50 step. And that is unequal. That is not right. We need to compare ourselves or even them. We need to compare ourselves 10 step to their 10 step. And you realize that maybe not that far away. We're supposed to compare once a year, once in 3 months, just to understand where we are. We need to do that reality check. But other than that, on a day-to-day basis, we need to compare ourselves with ourselves. We always need to beat ourselves, a lesser version of ourselves. And then, of course, we're able to move those steps, and reach those 50 steps, 100 steps, 1,000 steps in the future. Number 8 is unrealistic expectations. This destroys hunger like crazy. So that means when you have that massive goal, but you really don't believe it is possible to achieve it, hunger will disappear because you don't want to take action. You don't know what kind of actions you could take. Because if you subconsciously don't believe it's possible, that means that you don't know what kind of actions could achieve that. And if you don't know what kind of actions could achieve that, it means that you will not be hungry to taking those actions. So it's very, very important to understand that even though massive goals is very good, but still we need to work on it. So setting goals that is believable and we do not lose any hunger whatsoever. Number 9 is lack of support. Lack of support. And lack of support is a lot of different ways. When we read books, we're able to get support. Now, of course, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be a lot of different support. Now, one thing is very important. Sometimes support is not getting negative support. So, for example, you're going to your friend, you're going to a family member, and you share what you want to do, and they said, no, this is a bad idea. So this is a negative support. So at least, if you really want to pursue something and be hungry, at least you don't need to have that negative support. Now, of course, if you have positive support, when they're encouraging you, empowering you, it's even higher and better. But at least we don't have the negative. So we walk away and spend at least the least amount of time with negative support as possible. Or if you are spending time with people who potentially would hurt you worldly, but maybe they don't want to hurt you. We want to protect you, but they still say that it's not possible for you because they don't see it, what you see. So just don't share your vision with them. That's very, very important. And last one, number 10, is monotony or lack of variety. So you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and you lose a hunger for that. It's very important to do the same thing over and over again. But I think there's always need to make some kind of game. How you can every small detail that you do completely the same way. How you gametize that? How you can put in a game? How you see yourself really winning against yourself? Maybe you're doing something monotonous or the same activity. Maybe you want to see and calculate how fast you finished, how creative. Like it, just really make sure that you're able to create something interesting for yourself with those activities that potentially you don't like. So today I shared 10 things that really reduces hunger. We need to protect our hunger, but like as I said, successful people choose association based on their hunger. Because when you see the hungry person, you know that they will do what they can to achieve. They will find a way. They will find a way to make things happen. And I think that I truly believe that when I learn about hunger, this is one thing that I will be looking into myself and improving myself. This is a skill as well, and as well into my association. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.